So who was I before? Oh, I I was very just like kind of unhappy in my job. Like, but I was always confused and lacking clarity. Always sort of like wanting to do something else, so I was always acquiring like knowledge, like wisdom seeking, right? And just doing things on the side that would fulfill me, because I was just like, I hate my 9 to 5. That like I've outgrew that. So it's not like the job doesn't align with who I am. So I've always been, studying something, whether it's Reiki, sound, yoga, like all kinds of stuff. I always have like little hobbies here and there, things that's like pique my interest. But there was always just like this like unsettling, like, oh, I don't like this. I need to do something else. Lacking clarity, insecure, unsure of the future, this like lack mentality. That's who I was. Kind of like a bit of like confused, scatterbrained a little bit. Venture, what prompted me to step into this? Well, I took a very basic sound of science or science of sound course. And so I did a few, just maybe 3 or 4 sound baths for a yoga teacher. And, that was nice. And it was nice to sort of experiment that way. But I always felt like, oh, I'm a fraud. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing these bowls and okay. So I knew that I wanted to have, I guess, more education, more knowledge, more validation, and I just didn't want to, I didn't want to show up not knowing what I was doing. I wanted to be like good at it. Well, I remember our call that we had, and I think that really that meeting with you was like, oh, you know what? I think this is the person that I need to learn from. And yeah, and just I think the bio on your website was it spoke to me, and I was like, I resonate with this so much. And I had hope for change, and I wanted change and wanted better for myself. And so I just said, you know what, I gotta stick with this. I believe in myself. I can do it. I'm dedicated. It's time that I start stepping into my who I want to be, and really doing something here, and not just doubting myself. Of course, I was surprised by the depth of the course, and I was like, whoa, and not in a bad way. I was like very grateful, like, wow, course is well worth the money. Like, it's not just some itty bitty course. No, this is like a heavy course, but it helped. The tools really helped. Oh man, yeah, they really helped me. What I've received, confidence, self-confidence, a voice, hope for the future. Ooh, all the knowledge, with all the instruments and the sound wisdom, all of that. Like, I really like mantra. I really liked learning the Sanskrit. I loved all that, like the pronunciation. Yeah, really good course. I'm like so glad that I chose to study this with you. So I wasn't expecting that. Mantra and all that other stuff, like the Sanskrit part, like it wasn't even in my mind that I would be learning that. And I'm glad I did, because I enjoyed that, and that really surprised me. I've learned that we are our own healers. Truly. I believe it now. I see it now. And I'm a walking example of that. So the practices that we did in class, shaking and moving our body, it really does move that energy through you. All the practices, module 1, going through all the chakras, all the body practices, the breath work, the meditation, the writing dumps, the mandalas, like me having to like be forced to like write about or face what it is that was happening in me that day. It was like, shoot, this is like therapy for me. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Like it works. It does, and it is healing, and it's not even just the sound, but like all the other practices. Yeah. Because look at me now.